5 times I've been up here. It's very sad, and it just shouldn't be this way. So Democrats sitting before me, for just this one night, why not join us in celebrating so many incredible
They never will.
America?
They will never do that.
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's
They
truly
will
make
never
America
ever
great
do
again.
that. They will never ever do that. Nancy Pelosi, no papers to read today. No papers.
Every day my administration is fighting to deliver the change America needs to bring a future that America deserves, and we're doing it. This is a time for big dreams and bold action. Upon taking office, I imposed an immediate freeze on all federal hiring, a freeze on all new federal regulations, and a freeze on all foreign aid. I terminated the ridiculous Green New Scam. I withdrew from the unfair Paris Climate Accord, which was costing us trillions of dollars.
Climate. It's not good being gullible. I remember when I was in school, growing up, secondary school, just like high school in the US. Whenever I heard of climate, I was actually excited. I wanted to help. I wanted to start a climate program. I wanted to start a lot of climate actions because I was indoctrinated. It's not that I don't care about the environment. I do care. I want to still do so many things that have to do with maybe recycling, and I do care about the environment. But growing up is finding out that when the rich talk about the environment, it's just another form of taxation. It's just another form of compliance. Oh, we don't want you buying fuel for your car. We want you driving an electric car because of environment. Oh, we want you paying this amount of tax because of the environment. Oh, this is what we want because of the environment. Oh, the environment. Take this vaccine because of the environment. Put your kids here because of the environment. Stop driving. Take the bus because of the environment. Oh, you shouldn't. Why do you want to drive? They're bicycles. Drive a bicycle because of the environment. That is another way of subjugation. Oh, you have the money, but mentally they put you in bondage. You find yourself having money for a car and taking the bus. I'm not saying that is what is happening everywhere currently, but that is where they were taking us to. Eco-friendly, zero emission. What does that mean? Here in Nigeria, we barely have electricity for more than 7 hours a day. This light you see right now is my own personal power source, not from the government. I had to buy my electricity. So, what do you think I would do when I have an electric car? I have a generator. Where will I charge my electric car from? I'm not saying that the Nigerian government is actually imposing electric car on anyone, but the UN and their SDGs, this is where they're leading us to. And it's not going to happen because we can see. We know their plans. It's not going to happen. I don't want to go deeply into anything climate change because YouTube will just slap a huge climate guideline policy boom, on this video. And I think I'm going to blur out the word climate or even edit it out because I'm still getting started to YouTube and it's going to be a source of income. It's not like It's not for fun. I enjoy the video. I enjoy talking, and but also I want to take it full time, and I want to also have an income from YouTube, which is why I'm probably going to post the uncensored version on X. Yes, on X and on Rumble, I'll post all the uncensored version. But YouTube, I'm going to be censoring a lot because free speech is not for YouTube.
That other countries were not paying. I withdrew from the corrupt World Health Organization. And I also withdrew from the anti-American UN Human Rights Council.
Human Rights Council withdrawal, a lot of people are speculating is because of Israel and their unfavorable side towards Israel. I don't know about that. On the Israel-Hamas conflict, I have no say in the matter. I'm not a US citizen. I'm not a Muslim. So I have no say in that matter. Well, I am a Christian, and from a Christian point of view, I believe two states should be possible. Because in the past, even in the Bible, there was a time Israel was actually two states, Jordan and Israel. So two states should be possible because I think the destiny is two states. Maybe, I don't know. That is, no matter what I say, no matter what I decide here, it's not going to change anything. But probably two states is the best option to me because Nigeria here, we're living in one state with Christian and Muslims in one country, equally divided. We're doing fine. Radical Islam, unlike what the United States think, it's not every Muslim that's radical. From my experience in Nigeria, I have a lot of Muslim friends. I have so many Muslim friends. I've dated Muslims. We are so integrated here. I have Muslim people are one of my best people. There's a guy that sells things close to where I live, and I remember back in the days when I got broke, he gives me so much things. Oh, take whenever you get money, just pay me, and I like that. Muslim people are actually good brothers in a way, but the radical elements, I think radicalization needs to be stopped. And I think the Islamic Empire, like Mohammed bin Salman, is actually doing something to reduce radicalization. I don't know if it can be permanently stopped, but he's doing something. So when it comes to Islam, I think there are a lot of there may be some misguided things that some people think that is the radicals, but there are still a lot of good Muslims. I won't lie to you. I live in a country divided by Muslims, and we have terrorism here also, but you find that even a lot of the Muslims are the ones complaining against Boko Haram. A lot of Muslims are in Nigerian military, and they're the one fighting the Boko Haram. Christians are there also, but still, the Boko Haram is affecting them as much as everyone else. So I won't say maybe the Boko Haram is ignoring Muslims and just attacking only Christians, which they do. They do a lot. They do, and they push certain agendas, and they try to do a lot of. But in all, I do have Muslim neighbors. We do eat together. They do bring food during Salah, Christmas. They do collect Christmas food most times. I know they said it's haram, but still, some do. And because of that, I can't condemn all Muslims. I can't do that. One of the best presidents in Nigeria, Yaradua, was a Muslim. And I liked Yaradua. I liked his vision. And he brought Goodluck Jonathan. Goodluck Jonathan, administration was very corrupt, but still he had good plans for the country. And despite the corruption, a lot of things were better than it is right now. Our current president, Bola Tinubu, is a Muslim. You know, Yoruba Muslim, that is like half Muslim to me. Because Yorubas are they are not committed. But still, I have Muslim neighbors and I have nothing against them. So Americans, you guys should take it easy on the Muslim hatred and Islamophobia. I know you guys are scared because of the replacements. And I believe in the replacements. I believe it's happening. And I can see it. It's not bad to be scared. It's not bad to want it to stop. I support you on that. I believe that the whites need a country of their own. I'm not saying that they should in any way go attack blacks or Muslims or anything like that. But I do believe that if people are going to be coming into Western countries, they do need to be vetted and checked thoroughly to make sure they don't come to spread poisonous agendas. And that's very important. So I guess we'll see where the world is heading to soon enough.
We ended all of Biden's environmental restrictions that were making our country far less safe and totally unaffordable. And importantly, we ended the last administration's insane electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto workers and companies from economic destruction. To unshackle our economy, I have directed that for every one new regulation, 10 old regulations must be eliminated, just like I did in my very successful first term.
What Trump just said here about regulations, I think is true. Over-regulation kills industry. And it's happening here in Africa. A lot of industries are actually being over-regulated unjustly, and I don't think it's how it's meant to be. So if Trump really wants to take down the regulation a bit, which I know a lot of people think is because of Elon Musk is going to favor him, I don't think it's just because of Elon Musk. It's because of US billionaires and even business people. This regulation aspect won't affect the common man, honestly. It's usually for people that do business, people into mining, oiling, as in drilling, and other sectors that deal with regulation, government regulations, people with companies. Over here in Nigeria, we do have a lot of regulations, but the process can be both tedious and fast depending on how grounded you are. So whichever, if they're going to reduce regulations, the only thing is that I think they need to check carefully and make sure they take away the right regulations. That's my own point of view.
And in that first term, we set records on ending unnecessary rules and regulations like no other president had done before. We ordered all federal workers to return to the office. They will either show up for work in person or be removed from their job.
Online work. It's the US that tolerates such nonsense. Over here in Nigeria, online what? Who has data to do online work? I know there's 5G data, everything. Even if we do have the data and we do want to do it, it's not going to be productive because productivity requires physical presence to me. That's how you brainstorm with people, not staring at a screen and thinking about what you're going to watch next.
And we've ended weaponized government where, as an example, a sitting president is allowed to viciously prosecute his political opponent, like me. How did that work out? Not too good. Not too good. And I have stopped all government censorship and brought back free speech in America. It's back.
It's not completely back because I still have to censor this video a lot to be able to post it on YouTube, but it is coming back. I think little by little it is coming back.
And 2 days ago, I signed an order making English the official language of the United States of America.